The first impression we make on people is crucial. That is why making an excellent introduction of yourself is so important. Whether you like it or not, you will undoubtedly need to introduce yourself at meetings, conferences, social functions, job interviews, and casual conversations. So, the next time you are asked, "Tell me about yourself," or "What do you do?" introduce yourself briefly, confidently, and effectively to make a good impression. To do that, just follow these three simple guidelines and you'll be prepared to introduce yourself to any person you encounter. First, describe yourself as a solution to a problem. The most important part of your introduction is the line that comes after telling your name. This will determine whether your listeners will engage in a conversation with you or search for a polite excuse to end the exchange. The line must have an element of intrigue that will make your listeners want to learn more. Listeners don't necessarily care what your job title is, how your industry describes the work you do, or what degrees or technical certifications you have earned. Listeners just want to know how you can help them. Take, for example, my case. When I am introducing myself as a Toastmaster, my introduction goes something like, "Hi, I'm Ivan, and I help people overcome their fear of public speaking." Short, simple, sweet. Second, tell an anecdote. After you describe how you solve a problem, tell a short story to explain your motivation for doing what you do. This anecdote should be a signature story, one that reveals the life changing moment when you first realized what you wanted to do, or an example that shows how exceptional you are at your craft. The personal story you will share will help establish a connection and build rapport with listeners. People don't always remember a name, but they can usually recount an interesting narrative. And stories are entertaining and more memorable than lines from a resume. Just remember though, your introduction is just about 1 to 2 minutes long. So your anecdote must be brief. It should have specific details to make it interesting and should include vivid language that piques your listeners' curiosity. But it should also be told in a breezy manner. Third and finally, start a dialogue. Conclude with an open ended question, one that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. The best introductions are short and end with a question that turns an interaction into a dialogue. The ultimate goal of your intro is to learn about the person you are meeting and how you might connect with them. And to achieve this, your ears have to do some of the work. The question you ask at the end of your introduction can be as simple as, "And what is it that you do?" Or depending on the occasion, you can make it more specific to your field of work or the type of person you are networking with. Above all, the question must show that you are genuinely interested in learning more about the person and not just talking for the sake of advancing your personal agenda. To wrap this up, keep in mind that a memorable introduction will help you market yourself and capitalize on opportunities that come your way. Make sure it counts. If you enjoyed watching this video and learned something from it, please do me a favor of sharing this to other people who might benefit from it as well. Leave some comments below and remember, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. Thank you and see you again next time.